rates and ratios. So today in your notes, open up to the next blank teacher page, and your title should be Understanding Proportions. All right, so what is a proportion, Miss Sel?
A proportion is an equation saying that
two ratios
are equal.
Okay, so what would that look like?
We have 10/24 is equal to 25/60, but those look nothing alike.
Yeah, how are those equal?
I think we have to divide by something.
Okay. So if you take one ratio and you can divide it by, what is this one here for?
Wonderful one, the onester.
Okay, if I can come up with a wonderful one to divide by, then maybe I can simplify it and see. Because I can see that I can simplify both those. This one I'll divide by the wonderful one of 2. Okay, so I'm going to divide 10 by 2, since it's in my wonderful one, and I'll get 5. 24 divided by 2, and I'll get 12. So 5/12 is what I have for this one simplified. Five twelfths. So that's simplified as 5/12. Let's simplify this one too. What wonderful one?
You have to simplify by 5.
Divide by 5. Okay. Divide by 5 over 5, since it's a wonderful one. And I'll get 5. 60 divided by 5 is 12. So I still have 5/12. They're both equal to 5/12. So since both of them are equal to 5/12 in their simplest form, they are
proportional.
They're proportional. They're proportional.
Woo! They're proportional! Alright, so let's go on to the next page. Another way to tell if ratios are proportional is by dividing. So that same example would be,
We could divide these. How do we divide? What number goes in?
top in, top in.
Bottom out, bottom out.
Alright, awesome. So over here I'll do the top in and the bottom out. Now once we divide those, 24 goes into 10. We have to add our zeros. Good.
Decimal and zeros, put your decimal up. 24 can go into 10 how many times, Miss Boyd?
Well, I think that you guys should have this done before you come into class tomorrow. Guess what? You have calculators at home. Good luck.
Since you get the same decimal, which you should end up getting once you do it, they are, I don't know.
Proportional again.
Awesome. Okay, still continue your notes on the same page. Another way to test proportionality is using the cross products. A lot of you like to do this and call it the butterfly. So use your cross products. We have the same example, 24.
So we are going to circle across and multiply.
Great.
Okay. And Miss Boyd's going to pop in one more time. Guess what, girls? You're going to have to multiply this one on your own, too. And you have calculators at home. Good luck.
All right. You should get the same products. So since the cross products are the same, they are, you guys should have that filled in tomorrow, okay?
Hey, hey, hey! You guys need to put all of this in your notes. Notice that it has a title and it tells you what page.
All right, ways to write a proportion. Proportions can be set up in different ways, but you
have to be consistent. Y'all know what consistency is. It's doing the same thing every time. So be consistent in the way that you write your proportions. When you write them one way, continue in that same way as you go.
all right. Example, to make a certain color of green paint, 5 parts of blue are mixed with 3 parts of yellow. How many parts of yellow should be mixed with 30 parts of blue? We don't know. Make sure you have...
Okay, so I'm back. if you are right here with Miss Ustry and Miss Rose, push pause. Write all this down, and that way there you can really listen to them as you get ready to do this. Ready? Push pause. Okay, so you're back. Here we go.
All right.
All right, here we are setting up our proportions based on this word problem. The first thing we know is I know that I have 5 parts of blue and mixed with 3 parts of yellow. Okay, so I know that. How many parts of yellow should you mix with 30 parts of blue? So I'm going to make sure I know all my blue parts. So blue here, I have 30 parts of blue in the new one, 5 in the original, and 30 in the new. So I set that up as a proportion. Then I'm going to do the same thing with yellow. In the original proportion, I had 3 parts yellow, 2, we don't know how many. So what do we do when we don't know?
We use a variable. What variable should we use? Why don't we use y, since we're looking for yellow?
That looks great.
Okay, so we can also rewrite this another way. We can do it based on the new part, which is the new part of blue is 30, and the original part is 5 parts. So once again, we know the original part of yellow is 3. So we're going to put our 3 down here, and we don't know how many new parts of yellow to use. So we're going to write y for our variable.
As you can see, either way you do it, if you put original on the top or new on bottom, or the new on the top and original on bottom, they're just mirror images of each other. So then same thing, just switch. Whichever way you choose, just be consistent.
All right, so when you come in tomorrow, make sure you know what y equals.
Proportion, we already know the original, so we have to set up the new again, with yellow on top and blue on bottom. My new yellow, that's the one that I don't know. So I'll use a y here again. My new blue is 30. So I'm going to use it just like this. Again, you can see that they are mirror images of each other. The blue on top and then the blue on bottom. And you can do it either way.
Okay, so when you're doing this, make sure you realize, oops, the numbers change. So if you did it in pen or in marker, go find some white out. Otherwise, erase it before you fill this in. We can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Teachers, please pardon the interruption.
Bye.